Okay mga kamats, mga kaibigan, pag-usapan na po natin itong napakainit na Bullard RAM na to. Palpak niyang steel Bullard sa NAIA worth 8 million project ni Duterte. I can confirm that mga kamatis, mga kaibigan. Bakit po? Kasi po, linabas dito yung accomplishment report ng 2029. Nakasulat dyan, installation of security bollards in curbside area of NAIA Terminal 1, 2, 3, 4. 8 million yung contract price niyan. Ngayon, paano ba nakukuha yung mga presyo na yan, mga lods? Simple lang naman. Nakukuha yan through bidding. Okay? So may nagbid na isang firm tapos sila yung kukuha ng project nito. Ganun yan eh. I don't know kung isa lang ba yung gumawa dito or marami ba. But ang point dito, merong kumuha ng 8 million yan. Ngayon, let's first discuss po yung science nitong Bullard na to. Okay? Ang purpose po kasi nito is essentially a shock absorber. Di ba po, ang sabi sa science, yung conservation of energy, energy can neither be destroyed nor converted to one, just converted from one form or another. Di ba? Essentially, yun yung ibig sabihin ng conservation of energy na yon. Ngayon po, ang mga sasakyan kasi meron silang mechanical energy which pushes them forward, yung nagbibigay sa kanila nung drive moving forward, di ba? Now, yung energy na yon is called potential energy, okay? Pag bumangga sila, yung potential energy na yon ta-transfer yon dun sa binangga nila. Okay? Now, ang purpose kasi ng Bullard drum na to, na siya dapat yung mag-a-absorb ng energy na nanggagaling sa car, okay? Dapat kung tama yung design niyan, kasi nag-research ako tungkol dito eh. Maraming salamat sa comment section dahil binigay nila sa akin kung paano to gawin to eh. Basahin nyo na lang to. Basically, dapat ganito ang itsura ng isang Bullard RAM. Makita nyo yan, no? Nakatanim yan dyan. Hindi yan tanim bala, tanim Bullard dapat yan. Hindi lang yan pwedeng barenahin na parang sampayan or parang yung parang ano lang, parang steel pole lang, hindi. It has a very complicated engineering purpose, okay? Nakita nyo yan, no? Kasi nga, ang idea dito, kaya binabaon yan, yung hindi lang yung bakal yung mag-a-absorb ng damage or yung energy. Mas tama yung energy kasi na term in science. Hindi lang yung energy ng hindi lang yung steel ang mag-a-absorb ng energy, yung buong structure plus yung ground para ma-disperse siya. So ang idea nun is to stop the car from moving. Okay? Dapat ganyan 'yan. Literal na kung ginawa ng tama 'yan, titigil dapat yung sasakyan or babagal, 'di ba? Kasi yung energy niya from getting out of control, someone will absorb it. Gets? 'Di ba? Ganyan sarap ng science men pag naiintindihan mo eh. Pero hindi ko sinasabing 100% na naiintindihan ko. Kung may mali ako, pasabi diyan sa baba. Kasi conceptual understanding yung inaano ko sa inyo eh. So ngayon, kung talagang kung talagang tama yung diyan, hindi siya mabubunot agad-agad, 'di ba? Kasi nga yung structure talagang kapit na kapit siya diyan, and yung structure na yon is dapat yung surrounding yung surrounding area niya, ma-absorb yung energy. Dito kasi hindi, nabunot agad siya. Ibig sabihin hindi siya ganun kabaon. 'Di ba? Dito sa NAIA na to, katarantaduhan talaga eh, no? I feel sad about it, mga kamatis, mga kaibigan, when you understand the science of this. Yun, tawag nila dyan steel barrier, pero bollards yung tama dyan. Ngayon, again, the contract price is 8 million. Kaya siya mahal, mga lods. Kaya siya mahal mag-install. Ngayon, I'm not accusing anyone, pero kung tama yung installation mo, sana walang trahedya na nangyari. Kasi itong mga structure na to, kung ginawa ng tama, it's built to last until until an accident happens, 'di ba? Nakita natin na may aksidenteng nangyari, nabunot agad. So, ibig sabihin, yung mawi-weirdan ka tuloy sa structural integrity nitong mga nakatanim diyan, 'di ba? Ayan, no? Kasi isa lang yung nabangga eh, 'di ba? Dapat Hindi mo alam, baka ganyan din yun. So, essentially, in my opinion lang to mga lods, ang ginawa lang nila, binaon lang nila yan. Binaon na lang nila, tapos binarena nila. Hindi dapat ganun yun. May lacking mechanism Pag tinignan mo to May lacking mechanism siya na nakatethered siya doon sa, nakalubog siya doon sa mismong konkreto. Diba? Ay, nako, Pilipinas kung mahal. Ano bang nangyayari sa atin? Anyway, mga kamats, mga kaibigan, ako personally, I'm squarely blaming the Duterte administration. Okay? Kasi wala silang checks and balances dyan Dapat meron. Now, ito yung side ng chismis kasi of course, we cannot accuse anyone of anything. Pero, yung ano nito, yung according to Jerry Canandin, babasahin ko na lang para fair doon sa nandito. After some sleuthing of dedicated Redditors and netizens, they were able to dig up the winning bidders of the substandard NAIA terminal bollards. Can we say it's substandard? Well, I would say that the installation was so incorrect in such a way na he got a point there. Apparently, the project was won by a firm going under the name Contract Enterprise, which was allegedly incorporated in 2016, the year Duterte became president. Okay, this is the only photo of a contract price when you do a search in Google Image. But when you go to Facebook page, it doesn't exist anymore. The scant information in this firm, when you do there is scant information in this firm when you do a search, okay? But one thing is obvious, they are proud Duterte supporters, and based on the only existing related contractor, draw your own conclusions. Well, I'm not blaming them. I'm blaming yung pinakaulo. Kasi, of course, gobyerno yun and they should be accountable for shit that happens here in the country. Now, kasi hindi lang naman yan yung naging disaster hindi ba? Nung isang bridge na gumuho nung merong truck na dumaan. Di ba? Build pa more. Kasi yan ang delikado talaga sa build na yan yung integrity. Kasi, well, pagka may nangungurakot, ganun yung mangyayari. Di ba? Unfair. Now, let's go here. Galing to kay Marichu Cinco Velasco. Okay? Ito yung SEC nila, status revoke. Revoke na pala to Walang secondary license and ito yung address nila. Contract Builders and Devco. Wala na pala to kumbaga nag-dissolve na to. Well, that's life. What can you do, right? So, balik naman tayo dito kay SAS. Actually, kaya lumaki tong issue na to. Dahil kay SAS, sabi niya kasing ganon, may pananagutan ang NAIA dyan. The car wasn't stopped by the bollards. Real bollards can destroy a car on impact. Well, it can absorb the energy of the car, di ba? It should stop the car, not destroy. Magkaiba kasing destroy at saka stop. Ito yung bollard na na-destroy. Kung kumupit, ito, sabi niya, may kumupit ng pagkakagawa. Well, syempre, si SAS kasi, alam naman natin na vlogger yan. And sometimes, pag vlogger ka, hindi ka nag-iisip agad sa sasabihin mo. And of course, yung buong sentimiento ng tao was towards, well, someone has to take the blame. Diba? So, etong si SAS nagsalita agad. Ang ginawa ng internet, ni-research nila. Ako, naalala ko to kasi there was a time in during the time of the Duterte that I went nationwide and na-realize ko na may rehabilitation pala na nangyayari doon. So, I did my own research and nakita ko nga na this could be possibly a Duterte fault. Bigla na lang dumating yung ibang information. Parang parang ang galing parang may hive mind. Diba? So, nakita ko talaga, well, kung yan yung interpretation ng internet, who am I to say na mali sila? But of course, I would, again, personally, I squarely blame the people who did the rehabilitation, di ba? Kasi sila yan di ba? And walang check and balances ano bang alam ng current administration ngayon? Di ba? Kitang-kita naman kasi yung rampant na corruption. Pero wala tayong ginagawa eh. Boboto pa rin natin. Kasi mga tanga tayong lahat eh. Wala na tong pag-asa mga lods. Ganyan talaga. Merry Grace Piatos pa more. Anyway mga kamatis, mga kaibigan, yun lang naman yung sa akin for today. Gege mga lods.